Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be doing the book haul video for May. I actually received quite a number of books this month. About half of them were ones that I purchased and the other half were ones that I received from various sources. So let's just get right into it. So the first book that I received this month is How to Walk Away by Catherine Center. This one I received via my Book of the Month subscription. And according to the flap, it says,
Margaret Jacobson is just about to step into the bright future she's worked so hard and so long for. A new dream job, a fiancé she adores, and the promise of a picture-perfect life just around the corner. Then suddenly on what should have been one of the happiest days of her life, everything she worked for is taken away in a brief, tumultuous moment. In a hospital and forced to face the possibility that nothing will ever be the same again, Maggie must confront the unthinkable. First there's her fiancé, Chip, who wallows in self-pity while simultaneously expecting to be forgiven. Then there's her sister Kit, who shows up after pulling a 3-year vanishing act. Finally, there's Ian, her physical therapist, the one the nurses says was too tough for her. Ian, who doesn't let her give in to her pity, and who sees her like no one has ever seen her before. Sometimes the last thing you want is the one thing you need. Sometimes we all need someone to catch us when we fall, and sometimes love can find us in the least likely place we would ever expect. How to Walk Away is Catherine Center at her very best, a masterpiece of a novel that is both helpful and hilarious, truthful and wise, tender and brave.
So this month I was actually really feeling for like romance novels, probably because it's summertime now and love is in the air for most people. So I was kind of in the mood for romance novels, which is why I picked this one. Usually I go for like mystery thrillers or contemporary or like sci-fi fantasy really, but this time around I was really excited to pick up this one because I was in the mood for romance. So this looks like it'll be a really good romance novel. So next book that I received is actually via a Books for Trade. I believe I got this one via Instagram trade this time around, and the book is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I'm really excited for this one. I've heard really good things about this one, and according to the back it says,
Welcome to Le Cirque des Rêves. Within these black and white striped tents lies an utterly unique experience where one can get lost in a maze of clouds, meander through a lush garden made of ice, and stare into wonderment as the tattooed contortionist folds herself into a small glass box. Beyond the smoke and mirrors, however, a fierce competition is underway. A duel between two young magicians, Celia and Margot, who have been trained since childhood expressively for this purpose by their mercurial instructors. Unbeknownst to the players, this is a game in which only one can be left standing, and the circus is but the stage for a remarkable battle of imagination. But when Celia and Margot innocently tumble headfirst into love, their masters intervene with dangerous consequences. So
I'm really looking forward to this book. This looks so good. Apparently it's set in the 19th century. And it's like this enchanted circus, which sounds really, really fun. Plus there's a romance involved. Again, this whole romance thing, by the way. So really, really looking forward to this one. So the next book that I received is actually because I'm doing a blog tour for them on June 11th. So be on my blog in case you want to check that out. I'll be doing a review. So they sent this book to me in anticipation for the blog. And the book is called Kissing Games by Tara Eglinton. I'm really excited for this book. This book looks so cute. Look at this front cover, guys. I love the pink. I love the polka dot. I love the lips and the hearts. I mean, clearly I'm on a romance. Can't you tell? So anyways, according to the front flap, it says,
After a perfect first kiss, Aurora's second kiss lands her boyfriend in the hospital, and her matchmaking strategies start to backfire. In this sequel to Tara Eglinton's How to Keep a Boy from Kissing You, for a girl who shares her name with a princess, aka Sleeping Beauty, Aurora Sky's romantic life seems fathoms away from a fairy tale. Sure, she's done her Prince Charming, hid in Paris, and she got her wish, one first kiss of all the knee-trembling, butterfly-inducing gloriousness she hoped for. But instead of living happily ever after, their second kiss lands hidden in the emergency room. If that's not mortifying enough, the whole school is now referring to her as Lethal Lips. When Aurora's best friend decides to run for class president and offers up Aurora's matchmaking service as one of her campaign initiatives, the kissing games begin. Aurora has to convince everyone that her program works, but that might be hard to do when it seems like her own love life could be falling apart.
So I read the first book already and I really liked it, so I'm really hoping that I have high hopes for this one that it will be just as good as the first. So clearly number 3 on my list is also a romance book, so there's a theme going on right now, guys. So the next 2 books I got actually were from a Twitter giveaway, which I'm both really excited for. The first one is Flame in the Mist by Renee Adier. I feel like I'm butchering her name, but according to like the phonetics in her FAQ on her page, on her website, it seems like that's how you pronounce it, but anyways, according to the back, it says,
Marigot has always known that she's been raised for one purpose, to marry. Never mind her cunning or her skills as an accomplished alchemist, she's a samurai's daughter first. But on the way to meet her betrothed, Mariko's convoy is attacked by the Black Clan, a group of bandits hired to kill her before she reaches the palace. Somehow she manages to escape and re-emerges disguised as a peasant boy, ready to infiltrate the Black Clan and seek her revenge. Once within their ranks though, Mariko finds for the first time she's appreciated for her intellect and abilities. Not only that, she's falling in love. A love that will force her to question everything she's ever known about her family, her purpose, and her deepest desire.
So another book about romance. So this is not as heavily focused on romance as the previous books, but I like the fact that it's like, I believe it's set in Japan, or like Japan-esque kind of land, because of the samurai aspect of it, and plus her name is Mariko, which is a Japanese name. But I'm really excited for this book. It looks so good. I've heard only good things about this book, so really excited to pick this one up soon. So next book that I received, which is also from the Twitter giveaway, is a book that I'm really excited for. I've heard good things about this as well, and it's called Zero Repeat Forever by G.S. Prendergast. And it looks so good. Look at this cover. I really like covers like this. Plus I like the font too. Anyways, according to the front flap, it says,
he has no voice or name, only a rank, 8th. He doesn't know the details of the mission, only directives that hum in his mind. Dart the humans, leave them where they fall. His job is to protect his offside, let her do the shooting, until a human kills her. 16-year-old Raven is at a summer camp when the terrifying armored Nox invade. Isolated in the wilderness, Raven and her fellow campers can only stay put, await rescue. Raven doesn't like feeling helpless, but what choice does she have? Then a Nox kills her boyfriend. Thrown together in a violent, unfamiliar world, 8th and Raven should hate and fear each other. But when Raven is injured, and then 8th deserts his unit, their survival depends on trusting each other.
So I'm already guessing that there's going to be some sort of romance involved between 8th and Raven. Seems like that is the theme for me today, for this month really. But I'm really excited for this one. I love the fact that I'm more curious to know about the Nox specifically and see like what they are really. But anyways, I'm really excited for this one. It looks so good. It looks so pretty. So the next book that I received actually came as a surprise to me because I wasn't really expecting it, and I got it from the publisher directly. And the book is called Now a Major Motion Picture by Corey McCarthy. Not entirely sure what this book is about, but I'm assuming it's something to do with like a romantic comedy, because it says romantic comedy on top, plus something to do with something going into a major motion picture, possibly like a book going to a movie. I don't know, but according to the back though, it says,
their fantasy is her reality. Iris Thorne wants to blaze her own path. That's easier said than done when you're the granddaughter of M.E. Thorne, famous author of the Elementia series, hailed as a feminist response to J.R.R. Tolkien. And with a major motion picture adaptation of her grandmother's books in the works, Iris can say goodbye to her dream of making her own way in the music industry. So when Iris and her brother gets invited to the film set in Ireland, she's pretty sure the trip will be a nightmare. Except Iris can't deny the rugged beauty of the Irish countryside, and brushing shoulders with the hot young cast isn't awful, especially the infuriatingly charming lead, Eamon O'Brien. Iris even finds the impassioned female director inspiring, but when the filming falls into jeopardy, everything Iris thought she knew about Elementia and herself is in question. Will making a film for the big screen help Iris see the big picture?
So yeah, kind of basically what I expected. Book going to a movie, and another kind of possibly romance in it too, between Iris and the charming lead, Eamon. I hope I pronounced his name right. But regardless, this looks like a fun book. It looks like a great summer read, so I'm really excited for this one as well. So then the rest of the books now are ones I purchased. Well, I guess the one from Book of the Month are ones I purchased too, but anyways, the rest of the books on this pile now are the ones that I purchased for this month. And this one, the first one right now, is actually from an author that I recently interviewed. I will link my interview with her down below. And after reading the interview and after looking at the book some more, I actually thought it sounded really interesting, which is why I decided to go pick it up and purchase it. And the book is called Nothing But Sky by Amy Trueblood. And according to the back, because I'm really bad summarizing, this is very, you guys should know this by now.
Grace Lafferty only feels alive when she's dangling 500 feet above ground. As a post-World War I wing walker, Grace is determined to get the World Aviation Expo, proving her team's worth against flashy competitors and earning a coveted Hollywood contract. No one's ever questioned Grace's ambition until Henry Patton, a mechanic with plenty of scars on the battlefield, joins her barnstorming team. With each new death-defying trick, Henry pushes Grace to consider her reasons for being a daredevil. Annoyed with Henry's constant interference and her growing attraction to him, Grace continues to test the powers of the sky. After one of her risky maneuvers saves a pilot's life, a Hollywood studio offers Grace a chance to perform at the expo. She jumps at the opportunity to secure her future. But when a stunt goes wrong, Grace may decide whether Henry and her life are worth risking for one final trick.
So I don't know, this book sounds really good. Really excited for it. I cannot wait to pick this up. So the next 3 books that I purchased are actually from a series, and the reason why I purchased these 3 books is because the movie's coming out soon and I haven't read the books at all, and I've heard so many good things about it. So I figured, and I tend to prefer reading the books before the movie because the book is just so much more in-depth, lots more character building, world building, etc. So I kind of want to read the books before I watch the movie, and the movie comes out this summer, so I decided to go pick them up really quickly. And this is obviously the Darkest Mind series by Alexandra Bracken. I've only heard good things about this book. I don't think I've heard a single bad things about this yet, and during the book con and book expo, people were still raving about it. They were promoting this book heavily because of the movie coming out shortly, so really excited for this one. And I guess I will read the back of the first book first, just because the second and third one might have spoilers. So according to the back, it says,
when Ruby woke up on her 10th birthday, something about her had changed. Something alarming enough to make her parents lock her in the garage and call the police. Something that got her sent to Thurmond, a brutal government rehabilitation camp. She might have survived the mysterious disease that killed most of America's children, but she and the others emerged with something far worse. Frightening abilities they cannot control. Now 16, Ruby's one of the dangerous ones. But when the truth about Ruby's abilities, the truth she's kept hidden from everyone, even the camp authorities come out, Ruby barely escapes Thurmond with her life. On the run, she joins a group of kids who escaped their own camp. Zoo, a young girl haunted by her past, Chubbs, a standoffish brainiac, and Liam, their fearless leader who is falling hard for Ruby. But no matter how much she aches for him, Ruby can't risk getting close, not after what happened to her parents. While they journey to find the one safe haven left for children like them, East River, they must evade their determined pursuers, including an organization that will stop at nothing to use Ruby in their fight against the government. But as they get closer to grasping the things they've dreamed of, Ruby will be faced with a terrible choice, one that may mean giving up her only chance at a life worth living.
So really excited for this one. I already saw the trailer and it looks amazing, so cannot wait to watch the movie, as well as of course read the books. Also I believe that there is supposed to be a fourth book coming out, so not really sure how the third book will end, but regardless, I'm really excited for it. Can't wait to pick these up. So the last 3 books that I received this month is also another trilogy, one that I've heard really good things about, and the main reason why I kept hesitating to pick them up because Emily actually read the first book and she said she didn't like it at all, so it made me really hesitant to pick them up. But then I also thought about it and I was like, we have very different tastes, which is why in the beginning we started the channel together, because her taste is so different from mine that we always have very different opinions about a book. So I decided, you know what, just jump the gun, purchase the books, and see if I like it for myself. And obviously it is the Darker Shade of Magic's trilogy, and I have heard so many good things about these books. Honestly, the only person that I've heard a negative review about was Emily, but I trusted her review the most because, you know, she's my friend, I know her personally. But anyway, so according to the back cover of the first book, it says,
welcome to Grey London, dirty and boring, without any magic, with one mad king, George III. Then there's Red London, where life and magic are revered, and White London, a city slowly being drained through magical war, down to its very bones. And once upon a time, there was Black London, but no one speaks of that now. Officially, Cal is a Red Traveler, one of the last magicians who can travel between the worlds, acting as ambassador and messenger between the Londons, in service of the Marish Empire. Unofficially, he's a smuggler, which is a dangerous hobby for him to have, as proved when Cal stumbles into a setup with a forbidden token from Black London. Fleeing into Grey London, Cal runs afoul of Delia Bard, a cutpurse with lofty aspirations, who first robs him, then saves him from a dangerous enemy, and then forces Cal to spear her to another world for a proper adventure. But perilous magic is afoot, and treachery lurks at every turn. To save all of the worlds, they'll first need to stay alive.
So this book sounds amazing, actually. I mean, I've always been interested in this series until Emily told me that she didn't like it. But this is like so up my alley that I hope that this book is as good as everyone has raved about. So the hype is not overhype. But these are the last 3 books that I received this month. So just as a quick honorary mention for 3 books that I technically received this month, but I already did 2 unboxing videos for them, so I'm not going to go into detail about what they're about. I'm just going to say like which books I received. So the first 2 books I received was from my book box video. I will link it above in case you want to check out that unboxing video. But I got Brightly Burning by Alexa Dunn, and I got Campaign Widows by Amy Agresti. Both looks really good. I'm really excited for it. For more information on these 2 books and what they're about, check out my video up above. Then the third book and the last final book that I received this month was from my Spirit Craft book box, which I also did an unboxing video, so I'll link that unboxing video above in case you want to check that out. But I received Onyx and Ivory by Mindy Arnett, which looks amazing as well. And again, I'm not going to go into the details because I already did a very full-length review, or not a review, but like an unboxing video for this book already, so check it out in case you're interested in seeing what this book is about. But anyways, that is everything that I received this past month in May. Really excited for all of them. Clearly I have a thing going on right now, which is mostly, I think 70% of the books that I received this month was romance related, and even the ones that weren't romance like heavily focused were also had romance aspects in it, and the last few books were like fantasy and mostly fantasy, like magic, stuff like that. But really excited for this month. So pumped to finish all those books and tackle them as soon as possible. Anyways, if you had done your own book haul video, please link them down below. I'm really curious to watch other book haul videos, as well as tell me, like, let me know which of these books that I received this past month are you the most interested in, which one have you read, and which one did you like the most, etc. Really curious to know all of your thoughts. But as always, if you like this video, please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. That's it for today, guys. Thank you. Bye.